Okay, so we decided to try a new place, and this time the entire family's coming with me. It is Mother's Day, so we're taking my mother to try this restaurant. This is my brother in law in the back. Let's get to it. So, we decided to try Yum Yum Hot Pot. So, hot pots are basically where you cook the food, you have the pot in front of you, you cook the food. So, it's an Asian spot. So, here's my mom, and of course, I gave her flowers, and she is asking me whether or not she should change her shoes. What did you think my answer was? Why did you even have those shoes on in the first place, right? Because she looks so good. Look at her. So, anyways, so we're heading to this place to have lunch, and we're waiting actually on the rest of the family. We got here a little early, so now I gotta wait on my sister. So, we're basically sitting down waiting on my other sister and her two kids who is going to join us for this lovely family dinner. So, we're gonna try this place because I've actually never tried hot pot in Port St. Lucie, so I wanted to see what the fuss or what the hype was all about. I read the reviews and some were good, some weren't. But then again, you gotta think about the people who are trying this, and a lot of them are white people. So we can't really trust their reviews because they don't really put seasoning in their food. So here's my kids, they're here. So we're finally sitting. They gave us a chair, and everybody's trying to get, this my little princess here. She's saying hi, and here's the prince. Look at him. So, anyways, so basically, you sit down, you pick your base, which is the soup that you're going to have. I ended up getting the beef broth, which was so good, but of course, I had to tweak it a little bit, because seasoning was not given. But anyways, so once we sit, you pick your broth. This is the menu where you pick your base, and they bring it in the little cup in the little pot for you, and then you have to go and get up and go get all your stuff like your meat, your noodles, and everything. So it was really a nice experience. I did that in North Carolina before with my sisters, and it was fun. The setting was a little bit different, so they finally brought out broth, and now I'm just gonna try the broth before I go and get my stuff. Actually, during this time, I didn't even know that you had to go get the stuff because it's like a buffet style, so you have to get up and go get the things yourself. I was like, where's the rest of the food? But then they explained everything to us. I was like, okay. So I ended up going to get what I needed after trying the soup and said, you know what, I'm gonna need some seasoning. This is not giving. So I decided, look at me, we have to go get our own things. So I'm gonna go get the stuff. Here I am back. I have some crabs, I have eggs, I have noodles, I have everything in there. And of course, I bought this all for me, okay? Everybody had to go get their own things. But anyways, I can't really complain because the food was good. I got the boba tea or the boba juice or smoothie, but it was the mango with the brown sugar popping bobas. It was so good. One of my favorite ones. I actually went back today because I'm editing this way later. I went back today to get it again because it was so good. So, anyways, the food was actually pretty good. And the fact that, you make your own food, my sister ended up making her own sauce. So, she basically mixed a bunch of different sauce together to make this sauce that we usually get at this restaurant in Orlando called Domo. So, yeah, anyways, we were all sitting down and just having a good time. It was Mother's Day Sunday, and my mother was there with all her kids and her grandkids. But the experience overall was nice. It's my mom making her food. She thought she was a chef, honey. She was just mixing everything up. And then my sister and her two kids, and of course my brother-in-law, and then my sister's on the other end. So we were really just enjoying the moment. The food was good, but of course you have to kind of mix it up yourself. So you can go as many times as you need, but what they do require is that you do not leave any food on your plate, which I like because I feel like you eat the food and you enjoy the food and you just get what you feel you can eat. And if you leave, according to what my sister was saying, because I'm sure she's been there before, so she said that according to the rules, if you leave any food on your plate, not in the pot but on your plate from what you went to go again, they will charge you extra. I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense, which so you don't waste food, especially with this economy, honey. I don't want you wasting any food. But for my bill and my mom's bill, I got my drink. I don't think I got sake. I think my sister got the sake. But for my bill and my mom's, because I took care of her bills and my sister took care of the other ones, it came out to about $115, which was not bad because I ate and I didn't feel overly filled. Like I was satisfied. And that's one thing I've been like working on, is not overeating. So it was very nice. So basically this is where you go and get all your stuff. You have all the porks. It's basically a buffet style. So you get up and get all your stuff and you go as much as you need to get the food that you need. I had forgot to record that part in the beginning, so I wanted to go back because I wanted to show you guys, you know, what it is and where you can get your stuff. They ran out of fruits. I could not get any fruits. I ended up getting all the little oranges. That was the last that was left, but they ran out of it. But anyways, I don't know if you guys will stop by and check it out, but if you do, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about your experience. Needless to say, we had a great time. The food, we ate every